2026 was an extra special year as far as the Oscars were concerned. It marked the very first time where a completely new category was added to the Academy Awards, that of Best Casting. And it was about time, too, because the profession of casting director has existed for roughly as long as the film industry has. While the term casting director was already in use as early as 1922 to describe an in-house studio function, these individuals largely served an AR function or were typecasting specialists, rather than the independent creative partners known today. But that was then, and this is now. And now, being a casting director is actually a pretty cool gig. Because literally everybody's happy when they do their job right. Just ask Damien Chazelle, director of the epic Hollywood showbiz drama Babylon.
It's, dream casting for a director, obviously, but I would say, this was a big, ensemble cast, and just everyone from Brad and Margot down to the day players, everyone, Spike, Flea, Catherine Waterston, who's here, Lily, Jovan, who are all here, Diego, of course. Again, director's dream come true. I felt like the kid in the candy store, just surrounded by treats.
See how happy he was? All thanks to the casting director. They bridged the gap between a script's creative vision and the final performance, carefully selecting the stars who will bring each character to life. Producer Pippa Harris has been the driving force behind countless high-end blockbuster productions like the war epic 1917 and the period drama Hamnet. She recognized the importance of a good casting director way before the Oscars ever did.
Casting directors have long been overlooked. I used to chair BAFTA in the UK, and I was behind them bringing in a casting award a couple of years ago now, so they were ahead of the Oscars, because I think that casting directors are fundamental to the success of a film, and they are often suggesting people to the director that the director's never heard of, because you don't always want massive stars. In our film, some of the actors are well known, but many of them are not very well known. Those actors are generally coming from the casting director. They're out there seeing things the whole time and meeting people, and they have a real sense of who's right for each role, and it's a real skill, I think.
A top-notch casting director can also inspire a filmmaker to embrace a completely new take on a role. When Dutch indie director 𝗬𝗃𝗁𝗃 was working on Whitetail, she only realized who her lead actor should be after her casting director pointed her in the right direction.
Ze hebben we ook de casting agent gevonden, dat was 𝗬𝗃𝗁𝗃. Die is fantastisch. Echt een hele betrokken vrouw die meedacht. En zij was ook als eerste met 𝗬𝗃𝗁𝗃 gekomen. En ik vond dat zelf best heel spannend, omdat ik 𝗬𝗃𝗁𝗃 eigenlijk alleen maar ken uit series waar ze hele mooie, een soort klassieke vrouwen uit periodedrama's speelt. En ik ken haar natuurlijk uit Peaky Blinders, wat ik geweldig vind. Dus toen hebben we een Zoom-gesprek met elkaar gehad. En vroeg ik aan haar van, vind je het ook leuk of spannend? Of zou je dat zien zitten om een vrouw te spelen die geen make-up op doet? En de hele dag in het bossen met je handen in de modder. En toen zei ze, ik ben helemaal ready to go.
And sometimes it just comes down to timing. The director benefits immensely when the casting director finds the right people for him at the right moment. 𝗀𝗏𝘁𝗶H, for example, made the epic Wicked movies, starring the magnificent Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande. They wouldn't have turned out the same without those exact lead actors.
I was worried for a long time, waiting for someone to really take it. But I remember when we decided it was going to be Ari and Cynthia having a big toast, because we knew you don't make the movie if you don't find two people who are supposed to make the movie right now, who are our Elphaba and Galinda for this moment, for this movie. And I knew I could feel it because every word was different when they said it. Even though it was Galinda, even though it was Elphaba, even though it was the same songs, they said something through it, shook me to my core that I know the world needed to see. So I ran around the house for sure.
So we totally get why the Oscars finally decided to add casting directors to their award categories. They shape stories by discovering talent, and they give actors life-changing opportunities. They act as a creative, fast-paced hub, connecting artistic visions with the final products. That's why we offer praise and honor to the casting directors, the until recently unseen and unsung heroes who can truly make or break your favorite films.